Every story holds a spark of the human spirit. It's time to really let that light shine. This is Conjuring the Human Spirit, hosted by Shawn Meeks, a space for honest conversations, deep connection, and the shared journey of being fully alive. This season, Shawn also welcomes guests who open up about their own transformations and experiences, reminding us all what it means to heal, grow, and thrive, one story at a time. You're invited. Let's begin.
Do y'all hear that? Do you hear that? I call those peepers. When the city boy first heard them, I thought they were, ready, night birds. I was delighted to find out that they are frogs, because if you know me, you know I got a frog thing. Anyway, they're here at the farm, and maybe they're with you in your own backyard. They are signaling spring and that the earth is waking up. I am also waking up, finding myself knee-deep in my purpose here at the retreat center. Knee-deep in my purpose to bring all of this magic to you. How are you doing over there? Are you waking up too? I'm Shawn Meeks, and today we're talking about what it means to wake up and begin renovating your life by being reactive and in alignment with a reason, or proactive and in alignment with the season. Please share one intentional breath with me. In and out. Let's begin. I don't know if I shared with you listeners, but I had another medical issue. It was just after the magic of listening in the fall. I began having night sweats and chills. I thought I was coming down with the flu, but when I woke up, I didn't have any flu-like symptoms. Then the following night, I had chills and sweats again, but I didn't have any symptoms the next day. It was scary and puzzling. My primary care doctor said I was fighting off some sort of infection. And I also had this pain in my back, and I thought that pain was a muscle pain, and I asked my husband to put that vibrating gun on it. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like a gun, but with a vibrating ball on the end. Anyway, he put that gun on me, and it felt like he vibrated me to my spirit. I mean, it was working. But when he was done, I felt the worst pain through my entire chest. It was so scary. And while I didn't know what was going on, I knew I needed him to immediately take me to the emergency room. Now, just for some context, I've been with Jeff for 30 years, and maybe one other time I asked him to take me to the emergency room. So this was a big deal. And when I got to the emergency room, they did a routine chest x-ray. And during that, they found what they called a mass on my right lung. Oh my. I mean, I knew that one day I would get a diagnosis, because newsflash, y'all, and hopefully not anytime soon for you, but one day you will too. I didn't expect mine would be this soon. I began scanning my life, wondering what the next months would look like now that I have what I thought was lung cancer. After laying on a gurney in the emergency room hallway for hours, I finally had an opportunity to see a doctor, and he said, in full PPE, and y'all know what that is, the doctor was pretty much in a hazmat suit. He said, it's not presenting as cancer, but I won't say that it's not cancer. And I was like, okay, that's not helpful. But he said the reason he was dressed the way he was he said, we think that you may have tuberculosis. And that was maybe lying dormant in your lungs due to all your world travels. I guess that's the thing. So they put me in an isolation room and began running all kinds of tests. I stayed in this room for 5 days while they poked and prodded, trying to determine what the heck was going on. Because it was an isolation room, it was way off the main hall and very quiet. The sound of white noise from the ventilation system kept this crazy cuckoo mind of mine at bay as I lay there, reflecting on my beautiful, beautiful full life. I found myself looking out the window at the sunshine, realizing that the world was continuing to move at its rapid pace, even though I was laying here in a hospital bed, uncertain of my own future. Maybe you listening, maybe you too have been hospitalized. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. When suddenly all the trivial things we thought were important were no longer important. This was a new thing for me, and it was surreal at best. And surprisingly, gratefully, and frightfully, I was at peace. Goodness, what do you mean you're at peace? I couldn't believe it. I had lung cancer or something. I mean, at the end of the day, though, I mean, that's what I had hoped that I would be when one day I would get the diagnosis. But I realized I lived a full life, one that had been filled with blessings beyond measure. I didn't have any regrets. And there really wasn't anything else I longed to do. Again, that was a good, I asked myself, what do you mean there's nothing else you long to do? Was I really ready to die? That's weird, right? The results came back from all the tests, and the diagnosis was a lung abscess. The reality was, y'all, I was so busy being reactive to everything in my life that I pushed myself to the absolute limit by renovating this farm all by myself, and in turn, embodying ways of being that did not honor the health of my mind, body, or spirit. Maybe you've done this before. Maybe you too have done this. I had lost my way trying to find my way. The good news, there was treatment. They said, and they started me on a strong IV antibiotic regimen while hospitalized, and then sent me home with more potent antibiotics that I would take for months. And hopefully it would work. Only time would tell. I'm glad to say that time told, and it's gone, and it worked. That's great. But when I got home, I was haunted by the notion that was nothing more that I longed to do, really? Had I worked myself into this place of being reactive to everything in my life? I mean, remember that neck herniation I was talking about in season 1? Led me to that barrage of medical treatments and cautious ways of being. Can't look this way, can't touch that, can't do this. Now this lung abscess had its grip on my mind and spirit. It was all consuming with doctor's appointments and scans. Poor me, poor me. Enough already. It's time to break the cycle. So I asked myself the question when I got home, and I'll ask you the same one today. How can you, human, begin to be more proactive in your own life? How could I? How can you dream a bigger dream than you've got right now and step into that place? And whatever excuses you have, be it money or whatever, if those weren't a barrier, what else would you long to do? After all, I thought, if I had gotten a diagnosis of terminal cancer, I couldn't take any of that money with me. So when I asked, the spirit of me gave a quick response, and the message was clear. And it talks to me in weird ways, y'all. I'm telling you what. It's just like, it literally said it just like this. Renovate the barn into a luxurious yet comfortable place for people to gather while here for workshops, and renovate enough space on the farm for 12 of you from across the country to come and stay in a room with the finest sheets and pillows, nestled up to nature with great food and good cheer. Period. So I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was taking these antibiotics, and I was led to create a space so that you're welcome, can truly disconnect and rest, and come here to the farm and rest while I share with you a human way that will remind you how to conjure the human spirit of you. And so I did just that. Fresh out of the hospital, I got pen to paper. I personally designed such a place. Couldn't believe it. Gave it to Jeff. He looked at it. He was like, it's perfect. Jeff never says anything is perfect. He's always got a tweak, but he said, I think it's perfect. So I dipped into my retirement and reactively made it happen. Now the drafty, dirty barn is no longer an old horse barn, but an upscale, experiential place designed for real people like you and me to explore the human spirit of things. This new space has a pottery studio for Jeff, a full gym for yoga and fitness, a dedicated and intimate, comfortable gathering place for us to conjure this human spirit. And behind the barn now offers a respite for your spirit. You're welcome. Where the animals venture to the edge of the forest that's right there to remind you that you, human, are not separate, but part of. A couple weeks ago, I had 11 people that came here to this space, to this new space, to do a vision board workshop, to dream about their life. A soothing yacht rock playlist filled the space as people cried, laughed, and dreamed and gathered, being reminded, and I'll remind you too listening, that your thoughts become things, putting them and those thoughts on paper into a reality through pictures and words seen and affirmed by your fellow, and now a representation of your dreams or their dreams, as it were, in this reality. That was a magical day, but I told you we're going to talk about a reason and a season for renovating your life. The reason that caused me to be reactive and renovate the barn was tied to an event at the hospital that day. And often the reasons we renovate or make changes in our life in a reactive way is because of something out of our control. Perhaps the reason for you renovating or changing something in your life today may also be due to an illness. Maybe you're walking kind of funny because of something happening, or an injury making you navigate your life in a new way, or maybe a job loss or retirement leaves you thinking, what am I going to do now? Or the death of a loved one finds you feeling sad and alone. Or divorce or separation finds you feeling free. Some lady said to me the other day, I lost 180 pounds last month. She was talking about her husband. Or maybe you just got married and marriage is leaving you wondering, who are we now? Or maybe you have several of these things going on at the same time. Goodness, share a breath with me. In and out. Because biology, science, experts say just one of these things I mentioned are indicators that can put your human spirit in high stress mode. And these indicators often usher in personal transformation in a like it or not fashion. So these events create reactive reason for your transformation. How is this resonating with you? You get what I'm putting down here? So let's talk about the flip side. Let's talk about the proactive season. Let me preface this by saying you don't have to come here to the farm to do personal renovations in your life, though. Let me shout it from the rooftops. You're invited. I mean that sincerely, because I've noticed when I look people in the eye and say in person, you're invited to come to the workshop, they look back at me and say, me? And I say, yes, you. And there is something about the magical face-to-face, spirit-to-spirit invitation that they then make a decision to come and then have a life-changing experience. And having them here is such a gift. It's a definite win-win. So let me look at you in your heart ears, because I know you're listening. And if you're watching on YouTube, let me look at you in your eyes and say, you're invited. So let's talk about the proactive seasons, unlike the reactive reasons. The seasons offer you a gentle, proactive opportunity, not a stress-filled, reactive chance, but a proactive opportunity to make a choice to renovate or say yes to something in your life before all the drama. Saying yes to change, to growth, to take an intentional breath, to let something go, to move forward with something. Smile with me. Doesn't that sound good? Only you know what the spirit of you is calling for. And I want to suggest that the earth is offering you a special invitation to share in all of its magic, because though we've come to take it for granted, the planet, y'all, poof, the planet makes miraculous changes as it goes from one season to the next. Come on, y'all. And I see this as a template and an invitation for us to kind of hop on the energy of that train and do the same in our own lives. And so here at the farm, we're offering you opportunities to make a proactive choice in your life. And we use the seasons as our guide. Think of the 4 seasons as gates. And on each gate is a sign, and stepping through the gate and across the threshold leads you into the grounded intention that you desire and into all that magical energy and flow that the season offers. You don't have to do it alone. You can do it with the season, right? So here at the farm, we offer workshops on or around the most magical times of the year, the change of the seasons, so that you, human, can be proactive in your own life, aligned with the very magical time of year. It's a proactive, grounded, and intentional decision to work on capital Y-O-U. Working on you, baby, in your own life, making your own choice to do that on purpose. Think of it kind of like making a New Year's resolution, because somehow on the first day of the year, as if we all agree there is some magic to draw on upon knowing that it's day one, so let's do this. There is so much more magic and energy to call upon during the year. And I would argue even more during the change of the seasons. Let's explore. The first gate on our path here at the farm has a sign that says, the spring equinox. Let me shout it. All humans are invited here to the farm. Step through the gate with us this year, 2026. And if you're listening next year, it'll be around the spring equinox. But March 20th, 21st, 22nd, this year, the earth is changing from a long, dark, and cold winter. Maybe this is where you've been in your own life. Join the season of spring and 12 others who are saying, listen, I've been in a long, dark, and cold winter, and I'm making a proactive choice to step the hell out of this place and step into the spring of my life. I want to spring forth in me a new way of being, no longer sad and alone, no more excuses. I'm ready to celebrate being alive. Not just being, but celebrate it. And I'm ready to watch the blooms in my life bloom with the earth around me. How about it, y'all? Whatever spring means to you. Use it as a metaphor to claim what you want in your own life. You make that decision. What are you working on? Then you bring that intention with you here to the farm, and we explore this with 12 other people together through the beautiful magic of listening during this very, very magical time. The next gate on our path, getting all excited, knocking the microphone around. Goodness, come on, y'all, let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. The next gate on our path has a sign that says summer solstice. All humans invited here to step through the gate. June this year, 2026. Already have 5 signed up for this workshop. June this year, June 19, 20, 21. Cross the threshold, cross into the fresh. Well, you cross into the threshold of the spring, but now that spring, the freshness of spring has moved to the warmth of summer season. If you're invited, bring all that warmth. Come to the farm and check in with yourself and the land and 12 others as you celebrate the summer and warmth of your life. Aren't you ready to celebrate the summer and warmth of your life and how you're growing? When is the last time you did that? How about smiling with me? Smile. Celebrate you. It's a proactive decision to step into the spring of your life, because the spring has produced many fruits, and here in summer, these are where the gifts are. It's the harvest, right? You're seeing these gifts, the warmth and spirit of celebration, and bring that with you here to the farm and celebrate with great food I know it's going to sound terrible, but we've got great food, buy a bonfire in the pool, or maybe just a peaceful stay by the woods, and let's explore them together through the magic of listening during this very magical, auspicious time. Another gate here at the farm, it's got a sign on it that says Fall Equinox. All humans, you listening, you watching me, hi, you on YouTube, you're invited here to the farm. Come step through this gate with 12 of us in September this year, 2026. Got 2 people signed up already. September 18th, 19th, 20th. Fall season invites you. It invites you to ask yourself, what do you want to fall away? Now that you've seen the blooms in your life, who are you now? These are questions you answer. You bring those here. I don't tell you anything about it. You're the magician in your own life, right? What are the blooms that you're seeing in your life? Who are you now? It invites you to make a proactive inventory of your life. What do you want to keep? And what do you want to fall away? Bring those questions and intentions with you here, and we explore them together with the land, with each other, with great food, through the beautiful magic of listening during this magical, auspicious time. The final gate on our path has a sign that says Winter Solstice. Once again, you're invited, hello, to the farm, December 18th, 19th, 20th, where winter solstice season invites us to take another proactive inventory of our life. The winter solstice is about a celebration of light and hope. What new intentions do you hope to bring forth and shine a light on in your life? These are proactive. You know these answers. Are you asking these questions, or are you scrolling on your phone? What the hell are you doing? Human, step into your life proactively. Shine a light. Bring forth that which your spirit is calling you to do. That which has happened in your life. Do you want to leave forever in the darkness of winter? You want to bring those questions and answers with you and intentions? Bring them, and let's explore them as we explore them together through the beautiful magic of listening during this auspicious time. Does this resonate with you? My overexuberance over here. I want you to come here. Please come. Share this awesome space with me. Share your intentions. I'll share mine. There's a poem by Mary Oliver that a friend of mine read earlier. It's around Wild Geese. I know y'all know it, and I can't recite it, and I'm not going to butcher it, but it's really about you tell me yours, and I'll tell you mine, and that's how we grow, right? So bring yours, and I'll tell you mine when you get here, and let's grow together. Because it's not about being uber spiritual. It's just about being uber intentional. You don't have to wait for the new year or a new season. Just being proactive in your life can be a daily choice. My clients affirm, and I'll affirm as well, it's hard work. But the world is longing for the best of you, particularly in these times. And I think you would agree, it's better to be proactive and do regular maintenance and listen to the whispers of your spirit than finding yourself in a bad situation with your back against the wall, full of fear, saying, now what will I do? Who will help me? I believe that everything is aligned with our combined intentions and motives. Scary reasons cause hard reactive changes, and yet the seasons are always there with all its magic in support of you making proactive, meaningful intentions and motives. Step into the best of you. It's calling. Hello, it's calling. So smile with me. Lift those corners of your mouth up. I know I don't do it enough. We do it together. So as we reflect on our time together, here's a micro challenge, and it's a simple inquiry. Ask yourself, am I allowing the seasons of my life to proactively guide me toward the needed change? Or am I waiting for a dramatic reason to force me? I hope through all of this you have found a good reason to join me in the seasons of the gentle renovations of the human spirit of you. Your only work? It's just to say yes. I promise your proactive intention, this beautiful land, its inhabitants, the labyrinth, Jeff's great food, the magical art of listening, all the animals, they'll do the rest. So join us. You're invited. If you want more information, check out my website. Come join us, followingspirit.com or McGuireLife.com, whatever's easier for you. And go there anyway, even if you're not interested. Check out the pictures of the renovated barn and intimate spaces that I was caused to or react. Sorry, check out the renovated pictures of the barn and intimate spaces and to claim your spot as we align with the magic of the seasons in service of the spirit of you. I'm Shawn McGuire Meeks, and I'm sending you hugs, invites, love from me, Jeff, Rumi Plato, and Mr. Frog here at the farm.
You've been listening to Conjuring the Human Spirit with Shawn McGuire Meeks. To connect with Shawn, learn more about working one-on-one, or to grab your spot for an upcoming workshop, visit McGuireLife.com or tap the link in this episode's description. Thank you for joining us, and remember, you're not alone.